Louise Mckie, how are you today? Bellator ring card girl. Glad to have you on the show. It's a pleasure. Pleasure.
Lovely to speak to you guys too. It's actually, believe it or not, my first ever podcast.
Is it?
I've never done this before, so bear with us. Yeah,
I'm glad to be the first. Sure. Yeah, we enjoy having everybody associated with mixed martial arts, and obviously the ring card girls are super important, and especially with big companies like Bellator and UFC and all these other promotions. Like, you guys are the face. You guys are as important to the sport as fighters are. Yeah, yeah. So just to give the fans who have seen you for the past year or so with Bellator, like give an update of how you've been, how are things going for you during this time? You know?
Too bad at the moment. Obviously, everything's a little bit crazy. But I think I struggled a little bit with the lockdown when it first happened, because obviously we had a lot of events planned, a lot of up and coming things. Of course, I'm self-employed, so at the moment I'm not working. So I kind of hate not being busy. I always like to kind of be on my toes. So I've just been trying to find at the moment just things that will keep me busy, keep me occupied. It's been a nice little break, really. I've got back into fitness, enjoyed all of that, and then I'm so ready to go back to work as soon as this is all over.
Now, what have you found about yourself during this time where you have so much time? Is it family? Are you taking advantage of the extra time with family? What have you enjoyed so far, at least?
I actually haven't been in the UK for this long in about a year and a half. So this is probably the longest time I've been at home with family. I mean, we are almost killing each other at the moment. So we do get under each other's skin a little bit, but it has been lovely to spend time. Especially, I think we kindle old friendships as well. So obviously with me being away quite a lot, I haven't been able to see a lot of friends. So coming back home, seeing friends and spending some quality time. Obviously all socially distanced at the moment. We've been doing runs or walks. It's been nice.
Yeah. So you reside in Newcastle, is that correct?
Newcastle, yeah.
Okay.
God, yeah. It's normally hard to understand.
So how's the vibe over there? Is it are things opening up? Are restaurants opening up? What's it like over there?
Especially over the last probably 2 weeks, I've started training again one-to-one sessions. We can actually do the gyms aren't open, but you can train one-to-one at a distance. And they've started a new phase where you can actually join with another household, like a bubble. They call it. Where if you live by yourself, you can obviously join and kind of break the social distancing rules. So that's been mentioned this week, and slowly little cafes and things are starting to open. So the last 2 weeks we've been around trying to find every coffee shop that's open to try and entertain ourselves. But yeah, it's slowly getting there, I think.
Okay. And then I know during this time you said about work, everything was put on hold. That's basically for everybody. Now, during this time, has Bellator been in contact with you? Have they let you know, keep you positive notes and kind of giving you up to date on what may or may not transpire?
I think at the moment, obviously, everything's up in the air. It's one of those things, everyone's in the same boat, so we can't really complain about it. But yeah, definitely, obviously, we're very excited to get the shows back on the road, but with everything that's happening at the moment, obviously, there has been a little bit of a slight delay. But hopefully we'll get back to normal soon, and we'll bang all the shows out as quick as possible.
Now your first, I believe your first event was it Birmingham? Was your first event?
No, it was my hometown, Newcastle.
Oh, it was your hometown, Newcastle? Awesome.
Yeah, it was in February last year. I didn't actually expect to work the event. It was all very new to me. It still is. I'm still learning a lot of things. How I got into it was a little bit crazy. I was helping out with like local charity boxing events on the weekend, and then obviously an email got pinged out for Bellator coming to Newcastle. They needed a ring girl. She had to have experience and a large following. At the time, I had neither. And I got chosen somehow. And then since then, obviously, I do all the European shows, international, and now the US as well, which has been amazing.
Yeah. Now. You said that you did a couple of boxing events, and now you also did club promotions. You did Monster Energy, right?
So she's actually quite new. I signed a contract with those at the end of last year.
Oh, nice.
First big job with them, which has just been cancelled in April. I was meant to go to Finland with them for 2 weeks. So unfortunately that's all been put on hold, but hopefully when everything opens back up again, we'll be able to get cracking with that.
Yeah. Now, as far as what Bellator that you did, who spotted you? Like, how did you get the job in the first place? Did you have an agent or a manager that reached out to them, or did they someone from the company?
I worked for Bellator independently, directly for them myself. At the time, it was a guy who works the European series that spotted my profile. Obviously, I replied to the email and said that I was available to work out of maybe luck that I might get it. And obviously put me forward, turned up on the day, and then since then, I think the second show I done was Dublin, which is amazing. Since then, I've never looked back. I've just been on the road ever since.
Now you've done events in the States. I've actually attended some of the events, especially in San Jose, and I think I've seen you there. Tokyo, I've seen you in Tokyo.
Crazy, yeah. Tokyo was a mad experience. Something I didn't think I'd be able to go over. And when they asked us, I was totally ecstatic. It was amazing. I actually stayed 2 weeks longer and turned it into a little bit of a holiday.
Oh, great.
Tokyo was amazing. Yeah, the fans were crazy. Like, there's so many, they're so enthusiastic. It was lovely to meet everyone.
Now, as far as some of the places you visited, now you extended your time. Do you do that all the time? Do you extend a little bit of a week or so, get a little vacation time?
Times, yeah. Let me think. Where have I extended? Actually, LA in January. It was my first time in LA. That's where you guys are based.
Yeah.
So basically, I was there in January. That was like my summer in January. I thought it was really hot, but apparently it's not. It's cold. Yeah, LA was lovely. I extended. I done a full week in LA. I'd love to go back sometime soon, and I'd definitely extend there again. I did a couple of extra days in Milan. Milan was a beautiful city to visit, and of course Tokyo as well.
Yeah. Now, the cuisine. Are you a big food person? Do you like to dine and like?
Honestly, people are so shocked when I go to the shows. I eat so much food. And I'm like, where do you put the food? Like, where does it go to? But my metabolism's slowly starting to slow down and starting to catch up with this, and I'm starting to think, all right, okay, maybe I shouldn't order 2 meals. I should just order one like a normal person does.
No, because you're very young. You're 21, 20 years old? 20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're. I'm sure you're good in terms of the metabolism. Now, as far as cuisine. That you've gone to, dine at certain countries and different. What has been your favorite so far?
Oh my goodness. Well, my favorite cuisine is probably Thai food. Okay. But we haven't been to Thailand. Milan. I really like the food in Milan. The Italians. We went along the famous strip where all the restaurants were, and we sat and had a nice tea meal. So that was really nice. I think probably Milan for food, yeah.
And I know with being a part of this sport now, I don't know what your knowledge of the sport was before, and I'm sure the fans expect you to kind of have some knowledge now. Would you say your MMA knowledge has grown in the past year or so?
And it continues to grow. Like I say, I am still learning a lot of it. Yeah. I've trained in a little bit of jiu-jitsu.
I saw that on your Instagram, yeah.
I'd like, once obviously the lockdown is done, get into kind of Thai boxing, just to give that a go. But yeah, like I say, it's always growing my knowledge. I had a small bit of knowledge before I started, and then obviously watching the events, and it's nice to go overseas and see the different styles of fighting with each fighter and kind of building a relationship and kind of getting to know the fighting styles of each person.
Now, what does your family think of all this? Because obviously this is a great platform. This is not like boxing ring card girls. Like boxing ring card girls, they're not known with the fans too much. Like with MMA, once you become a ring card girl, you're welcomed into the fold. You're a part of the company. You're part of the family.
Yeah, I think they were the same as me. They were quite skeptical at the start, I would say. They weren't quite sure what I was going into. Obviously, it was new for me as well. But they're so supportive. They love it now. Like literally every night on TV, they'll record it. They'll watch all the fights. Previously, we did always watch MMA in the house. It was always on the TV. But even more so now, like they won't miss a show. They'll be like, and then they'll try and spot us. They'll be like, "There's Louise." But no, they love it. They really enjoy it. They're like, obviously, I gain a lot of experience from it, and they're happy for me for that thing.
Do you have a big family?
No, quite small family. I'm the only child.
Oh, you're the only child?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm the only child. So obviously they do worry when I go away. Obviously I travel by myself a lot. Yeah. So my mum especially, she's like, oh my goodness, be careful. But I've managed so far, so
yeah.
That's good.
How was it like being for the only child growing up? Like, did you bug your parents about having brothers and sisters? Did you always have cousins over? Like, how was that?
I was all right. I can keep myself occupied. I like my own company, and I think I probably got that from being an only child. I definitely think if I was to have kids, which I do want in the future, I would have more than one. Yeah. Because I do think growing up, I was probably like, oh, I wish I had like a sister to run to or a brother to run to. But yeah, no, it's never really affected us. I wouldn't say I've had always like a strong friendship with my friends. I have had cousins around, so there's never been an issue with like having a small family.
No, yeah. I have a 1-year-old myself, so it's like.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so I'm debating whether even to just bring another one into the household because he's a handful. So it's like, you know.
Boy or a girl, is it?
Huh?
Boy or a girl?
He's a boy. Yeah, he's a boy.
Lovely.
Yeah. Okay, so with your platform now that you have so many opportunities. Obviously, you signed with Monster, right?
Yeah.
So things are coming on board within the first year. What do you see going forward? Do you think that obviously more business opportunities are going to present themselves? Maybe even hosting gigs, acting gigs, more modeling gigs. What do you think is in the future for you?
Whatever opportunity comes forward, I think, especially with the lockdown period and kind of having a different perspective of things, I'll definitely grab now every opportunity with both hands. Obviously, I'm over the moon to now be working the US shows for Bellator. Beside the internationals, because originally when I first signed up, I was just European. Obviously, expanding in that sense as well. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the opportunities coming forward. I'm looking forward to working with Monster more, and then whatever else comes along as well. Yeah, definitely.
Now, do you have any personal goals for yourself, or do you think that is acting like something that you want to do? Is hosting something that you want to do? Do you have any? Is there a goal that you have? Like, I'm gonna take advantage of this.
Tough question. I would like to expand and kind of use my platform for different aspects. I really like the fitness side of things as well, so I'd like to get more involved in kind of MMA training, just so I get a better understanding of the sport. Traveling as well. I think I would like to be based in the US for a little while. I think there's a lot of opportunities over there. But yeah, at the moment, I think I'm just kind of going with the flow. That's kind of what's happened over the last year. It's been a bit of a whirlwind. It's been non-stop. It's only like now in the lockdown where I've kind of sat back and thought about a few things and maybe where I want to be. But no, just working hard at the moment, getting back into fitness again, and then obviously expanding my knowledge and working hard for the brands that I do work for.
Now, as far as in the States, is LA or New York or any of the big cities in your view, or what are you looking for?
LA 100%.
LA 100%, obviously, right? This is where it's at.
There's still a few places I want to go. I want to go to Miami. I haven't been to Miami yet. I haven't been to Chicago, which I'd love to go. Obviously, that was an up-and-coming show. But LA, fell in love in January when I first came, and honestly, I can't wait to go back. It's too big, though. I couldn't see it all in a week.
Well, I got some real estate friends, so if you're looking to get a place over here, I'll hook you up. Okay?
Yeah, definitely, and it's much better weather. At the moment, it's been raining for about 3 days now.
Okay. It's been
I'm
super hot
surprised you
here.
can't hear it actually in the background because it is so bad.
No, it's been super hot here. It's been about 100. Yeah.
I don't thrive in a cold climate. I'm not a fan.
No. Yeah, the same here. I prefer the cold because the hot when it gets very, it's LA. It's not that bad.
It's very hot in the summer. Like I say, I came over in January and thought it was warm.
Now you've come across a lot of fighters and a lot of female fighters, a lot of other ring card girls. Have you been able to develop a lot of friendships? Have you kept in touch with people? And who's nice? Who's a really nice person when it comes to MMA? Who have you interacted with? Or is this like, oh, that's a solid person?
Yeah, obviously the more shows you do build a relationship kind of with the fighters and the team and everyone who works behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And you kind of try to go into the fight night not being biased. However, it can be a little bit hard, obviously, when you kind of make friendships with some of the fighters. Obviously, Louise Mckie, who headlined the previous Dublin fight, she's a lovely girl. I get on really well with Leah. She's very down to earth and humble. But there's quite a few of the Irish fighters I get on with quite well. Ireland's probably one of my favourite shows to do, because of the atmosphere and the crowd and the excitement and energy. That is probably my favourite fight to do. Because of the people that are there and the energy that they kind of bring to the show.
Yeah.
I think, does that answer the question?
Yeah, no, that answers the question. Now, if one was to go to a UK show, Newcastle, Birmingham, Dublin, what would you say as a visitor? What would be the ideal sightseeing? Hit restaurants to attend, eat at, bars to eat at, clubs to go to. What's there to do? What's there to do in your area? What's there to do in your world? That's what I want to know.
Clubs, 100% Newcastle. Newcastle is renowned for the best nightlife in the UK. So if you're looking for clubs, it's Newcastle. Sightseeing, probably London. But atmosphere and crowd, and I quite like the food in the restaurants in Dublin. Yeah. So it's split. It's split. But there's a really nice steak restaurant that we always attend when we're in Dublin, so I always get really excited to go in there.
Now, do you like to fancy the drinks at all, or do you have a particular type of drink when you go out, when you attend?
Well, I'm from Newcastle, so anything alcoholic. Okay. I actually haven't drank for quite a while. My favourite at the moment is probably Bacardi. So Bacardi and Coke. But yeah, I haven't drank for quite a while.
Yeah. I guess
probably yeah, which is good. I've been on a bit of a health kick, eating healthy and staying away from alcohol. So recently I haven't been drinking, but I do like a night out. I can't deny that.
Now, obviously the male fans are going to be wanting to know: are you single? Is there dating going on in Louise's world?
There is not. 100% single. I think at the moment I'm not looking to be in a relationship, just because I am focusing on myself. I travel around quite a lot, so I don't really have the time to kind of look for someone or meet anyone. So yeah, I'm just doing me, I suppose.
That's good. That's good.
In life and taking all the opportunities I can.
That's great. That's great. So I really want to thank you for being on the show. I think it's a pleasure getting in touch with you. We hope to attend some events in the future. Obviously, when you come back to the States, it'll be lovely to see you and lovely to meet you and really say hi. Now, as far as social media, let everybody know where to find you, where they can expect you, hopefully in the future once all this clears up. And
yes, definitely. So Instagram account is Louise_Mckie. Same with Twitter. And Facebook. So if you've got any questions, feel free to DM me and I will be sure to respond. I must admit, I am sorry for delaying a response to yourselves. I did take a little bit of a social media break.
It's good. It's a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing.
It is really refreshing. So now I'm back to it, focused, and I'm sure we'll smash the rest of the year once everything's gets going again.
All right. Pleasure really getting to know you, and it's been awesome. So take care.
Thank you
Hope for the
so
best,
much.
and hope to see you at an event soon.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I can't wait to be back around the ring.
Yeah. All right. Take care.
See you later.
See you later.